Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video I'm going to be reviewing the AEV Prospector XL, and this one's really special because it is a mega cab. I have never reviewed one of these with the mega cab configuration, so I'm really excited to see how it actually performs. Before we get in this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Carl Malone Dodge Ram Jeep Chrysler here in Heber for giving me some time with this truck. Link to their inventory in the description down below. Link to my car buying guide as well. Let's get into it. Under the hood, we have the standard output Cummins 6.7 liter turbo diesel, goes through a 6-speed automatic. It puts out 370 horsepower and then 850 pound-feet of torque. Before I move forward with this review, I do want to mention if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So starting with the hood, this is built off of a night edition, so we've got that cool hood vent there. You've got the blacked out headlights with that. And you can see the grill's blacked out as well. And yeah, I've got the giant brush guard made by AEV, which looks really cool. It's got all the light pods there mounted on it. We've got the custom bumper here as well. You can see the winch integrated and super rigid recovery points. And you notice with the bumper, it's actually pretty thin. It's super sturdy, right? But it's, you know, because they don't do the normal process with the bumpers. I can't remember the exact process. I talked to an AEV rep one time. It was like a molding process rather than welding it all together. And so because of that, it's why it looks so clean, right? But it makes it stronger too. Anyways, the reason why we're down here, you've got skid plate protection that they also add underneath as well. And yeah, this thing looks like a beast. Now our tire wheel setup is 40 by 13.5 by 18 in the front and over in the rear. And these are wheels specially made for the truck as well, from AEV, the Salta wheels. And yeah, 40's crazy. Now we also have the custom shocks and suspension. So Bilstein obviously makes the shocks, as you can see, the whole setup, but they're tuned specifically for this truck. And then we've got the upgraded springs as well. They call it the dual RT suspension. And then giant fender flares added to it. You got a little marker light on it too, which is cool. And then you've got the cab lights there at the top with it, and then again giant fender flare here on the rear. Now this is built off of a 2500, so it has the coil in the back, which is going to help out with off-road ride quality. But this is where you guys can see mega cab. Look at that. That is so cool. And then out back you can see we've got the upgraded bumper from AEV as well. Got a little AEV badge there, and then of course spare 40 in the bed because that'd be way too big to fit underneath. Going to keep it clean and all that. And this is a 6.5 foot bed roughly, so you've got more than enough space for everything else on top of that big tire. And it's got bed liner already. I'm just going to put it out right now. Mega cab AEV. This is the coolest looking truck of all time. Really, it's so cool. Quickly pop in so you guys can see the interior of this. So Laramie interior, so it's going to be kind of a blacked out because of the night edition package. Got the nice Laramie seats. Fold down function because the mega cab, so the mega cab you can fold down the seat all the way or just partially. This is partial, this is flat with the floor. And then we do have power running boards added to this, which, yeah, it's kind of a nice feature to have, right? Yeah, look at that. Really cool material use. Blind spot monitoring with the mirrors. And then AEV there on the headrest. But then the rest of it's just normal Laramie. See what the payload is. 1,313 pounds. So you do lose a little bit of payload. Oh, yeah, so stepping up. I hit the step with my foot instead of climbing onto it. Yeah, full digital gauge cluster, that's really cool. And then this one does come with the 360 camera system. So that's gonna help out. It's a huge truck, so you wanna have a 360. So that's a nice feature to have. But yeah, Laramie dual zone climate, heated and ventilated seats, all that. Now, one downside of being a Laramie, no rear locking differential. So it does have a 2-speed transfer case in 40s, but you don't have that locking rear end, which that would be a nice thing. AEV will build this off of like a Rebel if you wanted, for example, if you wanted to have that locking differential, but most of the ones that I see are obviously built off of Laramie, but they can build it off of like the Rebel, for example, so you could get that. And then this is for the lights, so very nicely labeled. This is cool, the whole setup. Yeah, I dig this. Got the Ram logo there on the top, camera rear view mirror. Then you can see with the center up top as well. When it comes to pricing, these stick for about $120 25-ish roughly, I think. Might be a little bit off, but let's drive it. Well, Mega Cab AEV edition. I have wanted to review one of these for a long time, but it seems like none of the Utah dealers ever order them. Carl Malone, of course, does. They always order the cool stuff. That's what I've noticed about this store, by the way, is they always seem to order the stuff that a lot of other stores don't order, which I really appreciate. Like, for example, they have a final edition Wrangler, Tuscadero Pink. I don't think anyone else in Utah has that color. I think everyone else has gone for the, you know, safer, more boring colors. And everyone that gets these always gets the crew cabs, not the Mega Cab. And the Mega Cab is an interesting setup because the crew cab with a 6'4" bed is a shorter vehicle. It's got a shorter wheelbase and everything. So yeah, this is gonna ride different, and we'll see how that is. It's long, that's for sure. I'm interested to see what that new Cummins ends up being like. You know, there's a lot of rumors that for 25 we're gonna get an update with the engine. But this version's good. It's got good torque, it's smooth. It's got that nice diesel rumble. Boy, oh boy, is this a big pickup truck. Ride's really nice. Like, it deletes the bumps in the road pretty much. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I mean, I'm not in the market for a pickup truck. Don't need one right now. My SUV's tow enough, but if I was, man, one of these AEV trucks would be so cool to have. Just because they look cool and they drive so well. The suspension that AEV does is so good. It's not fast by any means, but it scoots. Yeah, for an HD truck, this drives just buttery smooth. It's really, really nice. So, AEV Prospector XL Mega Cab. This, in my opinion, is one of the coolest off-road trucks ever. And hear me out on this. The crew cab Ram is great, but the Mega Cab, right, you have the ability to fold those seats flat, so you could kind of like, you could throw a mattress back there. So you could, you know, basically use this for overlanding and just sleep in the back of the cab. Like, it's got that much space back there that it would definitely work. Like, no problem whatsoever. And yeah, off-road capability wise, it's a big truck. That's the one downside is, you know, you're going to be kind of limited to an extent in terms of the trails that you can fit down, just because of the width and the length of the truck. But there are plenty of trails that, you know, that have cool sights to be seen that this will fit down. So overall, really cool build. AEV does an amazing job. Like, their build quality and the engineering that goes behind this is just really, really rock solid. It is pricey though. I will say that it is pricey, you know. It's over 120,000 bucks for a Ram pickup truck. But either way, let me know what you guys think about it. Let me know what you think about the Mega Cab, but I think that this is the perfect way for this truck to exist. It is longer, but it's manageable. You just gotta work with it a little bit.